Hey, been what?
You been cat. No, do that again.
Can't?
Yeah.
Hey, been.
Do you know what? Life is lifing right now. People really didn't. I don't know how our parents did it. I don't know what the adulting life that they had, how they did it.
Yeah, man. It's true, though.
Like,
I think about that all the
I
time.
have no idea how they did it, what they did.
And it almost feels like they knew something that we didn't.
Yeah. Was it they got their shit together because they had kids? Do you know what I mean? Like, was it that? Do I have to have a kid?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, that's nuts.
No, I hear it though, man. I think having a kid does have a lot to do with it though. Because now you're not responsible for just yourself. Because you know how sometimes when you're responsible for just yourself, you can let yourself get away with like certain things.
Yeah.
But when you got a kid, like, that's a responsibility for life. It's not like a pet, for example, where it's like a responsibility for like 10 years, 15 years or whatever. This is like for life. Until you die, you will be responsible for this person. Well, at least up until they're adults, they're mature, they can take care of themselves type thing, innit? But yeah, I think about that all the time too still. I can't lie, man. Them man knew something that we didn't. But to be fair, I think it's the kid element still.
Yeah. I feel like it's meant to be. I know it's meant to be rocky. But is it supposed to be this rocky?
What, adulting?
Yeah.
It's rocky if you don't like have your things in check though, bruv.
Yeah, but even people that have it in check, I know people that have a job, that have a roof over their head, that are still struggling because they just want to be able to have the freedom to do other things, or have the freedom to do like other projects that they want to focus on. And the hardest part is the fact that, like, you have to work, you have to have money.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't, you will struggle.
Brother, I'm in that boat right now, kids.
And what do you think I'm doing? Flying?
Yeah, it's true still.
Like, I haven't had a job since June, properly. Like, and they're just making it so difficult to even get a job. Like, the amount of tasks you have to do, the amount of interviews you have to do,
you know
the
what,
process. There's a 4-stage process. Some people have 5.
Yeah, for certain jobs.
And
but you know
what?
why I feel like they do
McDonald's
that
is
though?
fucking crazy.
You know why I feel like they do that? I feel like they do that to sieve out the people that actually want to work there and actually don't.
Oh, obviously.
You know what I mean? It's not about whether like you can actually like perform these tasks to a certain standard and that's gonna mean that you're gonna be a good employer. No, I think it's just for people that like genuinely want to be there, they'll actually do the task.
Oh, really? Because I've done one of the tasks and I still haven't heard back from one of the companies.
Well, I mean, you're not the only person that also wants to be there, you know what I mean? There's still that competitiveness around it. But I hear what you're saying though, man.
It's just crazy. And like,
this shit's just long.
Like, you know, having to be on universal credit at times. Like, I know that some people will listen to this and be like, oh, it's really bad that you say that. But sometimes it can feel really like bad because probably someone else can do with that other than me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you end up thinking about these things and it's like, what can you do? What can you actually do?
Yeah, but was that you said to me the other day though, that you paid taxes. Yeah. No, but you've paid taxes your whole entire life. Or at least for your whole working life. And how long has that been since you was what, 18?
16.
Safe, 16, safe, man. They can pay for you for a little bit as well, bro.
Yeah. That's true.
Ain't the end of the world.
It's true, but still, it's like, bloody hell, what the fuck is going on? And I see it on LinkedIn a lot, that like, a lot of people are finding it very difficult to find a job. Even people that have gone and had experience, have a degree, and are doing their own thing, but they still struggle to like find that happy medium for themselves. And it's really sad because it's like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why isn't it coming in this fucking country? It's ridiculous.
I spoke about that, to be fair, like in one of my other episodes, about how like I think it was in the episode Bullshit Jobs. But like really and truly, we have the technology, we have the resources, that we have everything to minimize the workload for people so that they can go into work like 2-3 days a week, get paid a decent amount, and then they got enough time to do whatever the hell that they want to do. Do you know what I mean? But for some reason, they just don't want to make that a thing. They don't want to implement it. But I guess it's because like people can profit a lot more easy and a lot more better on others when they don't have enough time to think for themselves.
Yeah.
When all they ever consume by and all their thoughts are and all their energy goes down on like thinking about work and stressing about the next bill and stressing about the next thing they're gonna eat and blah blah blah. So you don't have enough time to think about like what can I do for myself? How can I make my life a little bit better? How can I like stop myself from wanting all these things that I'm told I should want and don't actually need? Because I think at the end of the day, a lot of people stress about money because they think to themselves they can't afford to buy things that they're told that they need.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Like, the amount of times I've literally complained to you, I need new clothes, I need...
Yeah.
And it's only because, like, I just want to change up my style and be able to have... And this is the only reason why I kind of want a job. Like, I want to have the freedom to save. Like, I need to save because we're going away.
Yeah.
Like, I want to, like, change up my style. Like...
This suit's coming out horrible. But yeah, no, facts though.
I feel like you have to grind that.
No, I did it like this last time and then I just packed it in and it comes out like that.
Oh, okay. But I think you do have to mill it, no?
Probably should have, but fuck it, too late now.
Okay. But yeah, it's just a hard life. Like, I've been struggling since June, and that's on top of a fucking breakup. That's also like adapting, and even though obviously I love having you here, but adapting to another body, like coming into the space, like adapting to that, and then adapting to not having a job, having to every day like cry my eyes out because like I just want a job. And it's like, and right now I'm working at Baldwin's on the weekends because like
Shout out the sponsor.
Goodness sake. Because I need money for a bit. And obviously I had savings. This is the reason why I was able to like, you know, gallivant and do that stuff. But I should have actually just started working at Baldwin since June. Then I wouldn't be cool, well, I would still have some of my savings, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now I'm like saving less.
I hear it still.
And these are the smart things.
But you know what though? At the same time though, you got to look back at summer and think to yourself, "Fuck, that was priceless though, man." There was.
Well, summer was lit.
You know what I mean? Like
lit.
Money couldn't buy the shit that we done in summer and just have fun with like. And even though some of the days were just so like ordinary, go to the park, drink, listen to music, chill, have a little spliff, like that shit was so fun, fam, and it was priceless, bro. You know what I'm saying? So. I wouldn't be too mad about that either. Obviously,
I'm not mad about summer.
It sucks not having bread though, fam.
Not mad about summer. Love summer.
Yeah.
Summer was lit.
For sure, bro. So what gets you through the day? If like obviously like I have my struggles too.
Yeah.
That shit's tough for me. Like I find it hard. Not living in a life that like you could say you're happy with because you can do X, Y, Z. Like what gets you through your day? What keeps you going?
How many people ask me this and I'm like, I don't know, I just do it.
Fairs.
As in like, I just listen to music and watch TV. That actually gets me through because I want to watch things that I want to watch and I want to listen to and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also just maybe reading a book or like taking myself outside. Like if I see that the sun is shining, I'm immediately so happy.
Like today, bro.
Yeah, like I get seasonal depression so badly.
Brother, me and you both.
So badly because it's like my body just loves and craves the sun. I'm an exotic woman, man.
No, I think it's still.
But it's like, you know, I'm just trying to. Do you know what? Sometimes I live my life a bit blankly. I know that's a bit weird, but you know when you just don't think about anything, you're just doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool though. Part of me wishes that I could live life like that.
I think we overthink things too much, and I'm a massive overthinker. Get down.
I remember I used to think to myself, like, why can't I just do things how other people do them without
Oh,
having to think
same.
about it so much?
Oh, same. I'm a massive overthinker. If I am not like thinking about something, I'm obsessing about something else. Like, it's crazy. But I get myself up every morning. I get in the shower. I have to make my bed. It's those kind of things,
The little ones.
little routine things that have helped me just... If I get up, I'll get up. But if I want to stay in bed, I'll stay in bed. And I try not to let myself be down about that either, because I feel like you can spend some time in bed, a little bit more time in bed, and not want, you know, But people like...
But you know what though, yeah?
I don't know how influencers do it.
I think the reason why people do, like, not criticize heavy on it, but criticize, like, just staying in bed for too long, being lazy and all that sort of stuff is because there are still the benefits of, like, waking up early, getting on your grind, exercising, working on something, challenging yourself, like, going to bed early, eating healthy, all these sort of things.
Oh, I'm sick of you.
Oh, brother, calm down, fam.
It's... What is it today?
Yeah, man, you're not getting enough attention or something.
You get it all the time.
But yeah, there are benefits to that too, innit? But I think at the same time, even though there's benefits to that, like, you can't just solely live a life of, like, discipline and fucking rigidity and being so on job with everything. Like, you need your time to chill out and just relax too. Like, brother,
Yeah.
I think of it like this, yeah. I've spent most of my kidulthood, teenage years, and, like, beginning of adulthood, waking up early, going to work or going to school, doing 8 hours, like, coming home, homework. If it's not homework, like, extra bits at home. If it's not that, like, I don't know, it's just
It's
always
so
being
true. We've been
occupied,
so regimented into
always
it.
occupied by other things other than, like, what I genuinely want to do, or, like, I don't know, just relaxing for a little bit, taking a break, like, not feeling guilty for it, all that sort of stuff. So, like, now when I sleep in a little bit, I'm like, who cares, man?
Do you need to be anywhere?
I've been waking up early my whole damn life, bro.
Yeah.
So, nah, man.
Do you need to be anywhere is the question. I understand that, like, early bird catches the worm. That's what we've been told.
No.
But it's also, like, let's normalize chilling in bed just for a little bit more, just to recollect ourselves. Because don't get me wrong, love this guy. Does he wake me up sometimes at 7 a.m? Yes. Do I want to wake up at least at 8:30? Yes. You know, so if I go past that time, I don't want my brain to start telling me, this is really bad, this is terrible. That, you know, there are people out there that are, like, doing it. And it's just,
that's that conditioning though, fam.
yeah. And the thing is, like, I have so many things in my brain that I would like to do, but I don't act on it.
What?
Like, starting his TikTok, which I've started to do slightly. But
look, I don't want to normalize, or I don't want to be a...
be careful, because if it's got spices on it, don't give it to him.
No, this is like the inside bit. I don't want to be like a... I don't want to be an adversary for, like, bad habits and bad behaviors, because they don't get you nowhere. But I think what we're trying to say is just more
But
so...
I'm a perfectionist, and this is why I'm in therapy as well, because I'm a perfectionist. I feel like I overthink about a lot of things in regards to, like, projects and stuff that I want to do, and that's what stops me from doing a lot of things.
I had to let that one go away.
Yeah, it's hard though.
It's hard because look, like, I'll give you a little example now, yeah. When I used to be a perfectionist, I used to hate things that were like, I used to look at them and be like, oh, but it could be done better. Every time I used to think about things, I look at it, it could be done better, could be done better, could be done better. And, like, with the podcast, it taught me that there might not be things that are perfect, but in that moment, that was all you could give.
It's literally like the
And it
four
doesn't get-
agreements, always doing your best.
It doesn't get any more perfect than that.
Yeah, just
know what I
always
mean?
do your best.
There's always going to be people that can do things slightly better than you, maybe worse, maybe differently, maybe like whatever. But like, you just got to give it your all, give it your best, and that's where it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, word.
You having fun with the chicken there, feel less. Yeah. But yeah, what I was trying to say earlier though was that like I'm not trying to condone bad habits and bad behavior.
No.
I'm not trying to be an adversary for it, an advocate for it. That like, yeah, you should be able to sleep in and do what you want and blah blah blah. Like I feel like what I'm trying to say is you're allowed to have that in periods and be okay with it, because for the most part, like we have been on our grind, we have been waking up early, we have been doing, I don't know, like doing the shit that we got to get done. Like we have been going to work, we have been trying to get money, we have been trying to figure things out, we have been trying to like be well regimented and well structured and well like
Literally.
with the whole shebang, fam. But like every now and again, you need to have a break, fam. And when the opportunity arises itself for you to, I don't know, have like a week or so of just being able to wake up late, sleep in, like relax, chill, rest, even if it's a bit longer than that, like so be it, fam. You shouldn't feel guilty for that. It's like a little reward. You're allowed to reward yourselves for like, I don't know, a consistent effort on being disciplined and staying on top of your dean, fam. So.
Yeah, this is the thing. And like, I do put a lot of pressure on myself, and I do put a lot of pressure on myself in terms of like my age. Like I look at my age a lot. I haven't been able to let that one go. It's just so like.
What about your age scares you? Or like, what do you like?
That I haven't. I'm 31 and I haven't. I'm 31. I haven't. Like, got a stable career.
Yeah.
I haven't grasped onto a lot of different.
Sorry. Go on.
Making noise. And I just haven't grasped onto the fact that, like, I gotta keep pushing on. I don't know. I just put a lot of pressure on myself because of my age, because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Like, I thought at this age I'd not had a family, but had a stable relationship, had a stable career. And I mean, I'm happy the fact that I own my own place, and I appreciate that a lot. And I'm so grateful because it came at such a weird time.
Yeah.
But it's also, you need to stop now. It's also just hard to consistently be grateful around that, because it's like, but I'm still not where I want to be.
Yeah. What do you think makes you feel as though at 31 you need to have those things figured out?
All the people that I know that actually, well, I know some people haven't got it figured out, but I know that a lot of people, that's going to make my hair smell.
Did you hear that?
No. It's stacked up.
You sit down outside over there.
No. I'm going to wash up.
That's what I mean. I'll wash up. Leave that.
No.
I'll wash up. Trust me, I'll wash up, man.
Why?
So we can at least have the conversation, and then like
All right.
you can rush off and go see your friend, innit? But yeah, what makes you feel though as though at this particular age you need to have those things figured out, man?
Because, I mean, it's all, what's it called? It's all, what's it called?
It's like society's pressures.
Yeah, but it's also like just regimented in you that you're supposed to have everything figured out, at least by this age, for fuck's sake. But no one does, unless you're like super on it. When I mean, this is why, like, I don't know. It's just so stressful, adulting. Like, I look at everyone and what they're doing, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, though. I don't know what to do. I'm really good at listening. I'm really good at talking to people. Like, but what is that? How do you make a career out of that? Like, how is it? And you could read so many books to get you into this into a like better state of mind to like get you to that place. But it's like
Yeah, I hate
life at the moment for me is so stressful.
You know what?
And I don't even realise that it's stressful because I'm always in fight or flight. Like I've got a headache as well today.
Oh, is it like you're just reacting to everything, trying to survive, like trying to like.
I'm just surviving.
Yeah, still.
I'm literally merely.
Yeah, but
existing.
I think that's cool though, man. Like I don't like.
But this is what I'm talking about, the pressure that we put on ourselves, and we shouldn't. But it's hard not to.
Because look, like the more like as you
I'm
was
32 this year.
as you was talking about that though, I was thinking about it like this year. That like look like we're still young, fam. 31 is still incredibly young, bro. Like even though you might not think it, you might not feel it, but 31 is still incredibly young, fam. And when you're young, there's still a lot of learning and growth to do. So technically, how can you actually live like a very
You can speak your soup.
Oh well, no, I'm taking my time with it. Like, how can you like live a very well, like thought out life, yeah, at such a young age where you haven't even experienced what living is like? Does that make sense? So you like, I think, owe yourself the grace of being able to say that like, what I've been doing right now is just experiencing what living life is like, so that further down the line, I can finally pick and choose how I want to start living my life a lot more better or a lot more easier or like to my own taste or like to my own things that I want to do. But 31 is still mad young, fam. Still crazy young. But my mom had me at 35. Do you know what I mean? Like your mom had you at how old?
30.
But still though, like they live for a while and like don't get me wrong, I get the same thing as you, yeah, where I look at my peers around me and like for example, I've got people that are getting engaged. People that are buying houses, people that are having kids, and like people that are starting businesses that are going incredibly well, and all that sort of stuff, yeah. But then, like, even though for some of them the experience is great, yeah, for others the experience is not so great, even though they have these things already in life. So when I go and look at those people as well that are also doing the things that I think I should be doing now, but then I also look at the other aspects of life and I'm like, would I actually really want to be living that life though? Not really, fam. So like I
think because like
I try not to get too worked up on the fact that other people around me are starting to do certain things that I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't want a kid right now.
Do you get it? There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place for certain things, and I see people having kids now that are like my age but stressing rather than like being excited. I think and I ask whenever someone's about to have a kid, I ask them this question: are you excited? And a lot of them are like, yeah, kind of, but I'm kind of stressing now. I'm like, bro, having a kid should be exciting, fam. Shouldn't be stressed.
I mean, it's not going to be 100% exciting.
Yeah, but they sound more stressed than excited.
But they
my
sound
point.
more stressed than excited.
I wouldn't want to have a kid at that point. So like for me, it's kind of like, well, I know I'm nowhere near where I should be, fam. So I can't even compare myself to these kind of people right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so hard because it's like you'd also want to have things in place, maybe like when you're having a kid, and some people don't have that.
This is it.
So it's like, and then now they're just having a kid, or they're getting married. It is crazy.
They kind of just get roped into it by life.
It's the next step thing.
No, you know what else
it's
is
the next step thing.
You know,
it's right. We're married now, or we're engaged, or with it. What's the next step? And it's like you're always constantly looking like forward when it's like perfect what is about to happen here. Perfect that. Like for instance, maybe look into investing in buying a house maybe before you get married, or if you don't, like maybe like invest your money in a different way just so you're gaining a little bit more. I don't know. There's just other avenues and other ways of doing things by perfecting things in a certain way. Don't be roped into the normal stages, the natural stages of life where like, oh, now that we're a partnership, now that we're living together, we have to think about babies and then marriage and stuff like what? Like
yeah, I hear it still.
Bro, like chill out. Just chill out. Why are people moving fast? Why are you moving fast?
Do you not think, yeah, that one of the biggest reasons why people move that fast though, or like they they feel the pressure to like look for the next steps and do the next steps is because they're too afraid to admit to themselves and just speak out the truth that like maybe that's not what they currently want right now. But because they're in a situation, they feel pressure to do so. I think that's the biggest one, fam. I think a lot of people get roped into like buying a house or getting married.
It's also
or, like,
parents
having kids because they feel too pressured to do it, or they feel like that's the right thing to do, but they're too afraid to speak up for what they actually want to do.
But it's also parents. Your parents going, so when are you going to get married? So when are you going to do this? It's
I stopped listening to that, though.
But there's people there that like, it's hard for them to not listen to this stuff. And it's like, I get it. Like certain religions and certain cultures and stuff like that, I get it. Yeah. But if you feel like you want to slow down your life, slow it the fuck down. Yeah. Like you could die tomorrow and you was stressing about this thing because you decided that like this thing was the best thing that was going to ever happen. No. And also a baby is not going to save your relationship. It's not going to make your relationship. It's not going to do anything. What it will do is put a lot of strain on it. Whether or not you want to go through that strain together is merely up to you both.
Yeah.
But understand, you will lose yourself a little bit along the way, gain a different identity because, you know, now you're like, what's it called? You're having to be selfless.
Yeah.
So it's like, and don't bring a kid up into the world thinking it's going to be the best thing ever and, you know, it's going to make a relationship and that's the next step. And that, no, a baby should never be the crux of anything.
Nothing, fam. That's crazy. That's how you get like kids that grow up with like mommy issues, daddy issues,
daddy
issues and stuff like that.
Everything, and it's like for what? Now you fucked it.
Yeah, now you raise the person, but fuck them, fam.
Yeah.
You just
now
made
you're
their whole
giving them
life so hard for
anxiety.
themselves.
You're now thinking, oh, they don't have anxiety. They're going to be okay. They're going to... No. Like, you have no idea how your kid is now going to grow up.
Yeah.
You have no idea. And the thing is, like, obviously there's other factors that can come into play. Like, they can get bullied. They can all of this stuff. But the standpoint is the fact that, like, also, you know, studies have shown that, you know, if a woman is stressed, the baby is going to be stressed. And the baby feels everything.
That's
Why do you
true,
think they're fucking attached? It's mental. That's why my friend right now, who's pregnant, she's trying to keep her stress as low as possible.
You know, I was gonna say in the Native American cultures, like the actual Americans that lived in America before these that took over. Like a lot of their practices around like birth and kids and stuff like that, is that from when the woman gets pregnant, that the whole community tries their absolute best to make her life as stress-free as possible because they understand how much the stress on a mother impacts like the health of a baby.
Yeah.
And then when the baby's born, the mother will carry the baby on her body, for like a good 2 years. So the baby wouldn't even like be running around on the ground doing his own thing. She'd be carrying him for like 2 years. And when she can't, the community will help and take turns to look after the baby and carry him.
What does that do, not carrying the baby? Because is it like the heart? Like your...
It's not the heart. So it's basically just...
the skin on the skin?
It's not. So when babies are born and kids, they're born with like, you can almost say narcissistic tendencies, but it's innocent, isn't it? It's an innocence thing, and it's to protect them, innit? That's how they survive. So why they're born with that is because if babies don't take things personally, well then people will forget to do things for the baby, and then the baby might like, I don't know, not eat, not sleep, not do this, not do that. So for example, when a baby hasn't got fed, it will cry and it will be angry at you, like it will be mad at you and all that sort of stuff. And fuck, man, you might have had a busy day, bro. You might have been like running up and down, running bare errands and all that sort of stuff, and you might have never had time to like cook. Mm-hmm. Where a normal person would understand that because they're grown adults and like, I don't know, we can maybe go without a meal for a day or like whatever it is. A baby's not, fam. A baby needs to eat. A baby needs to like be fed. A baby needs to have the nutrition to grow and like become a whatever it is. So the baby has to take it personally and he has to cry, he has to get mad at you so that you can remember to do these things and like take care of the baby.
Right.
So then if you take that into consideration, if as a baby, you like your parents are not like cuddling you, picking you up, there for you all the time, like giving you love and affection and that sort of stuff, because that is just as important.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the baby's gonna feel like, wow, this person like doesn't really love me. They're giving me like they're not giving me the unconditional love that they're supposed to be giving me. Like they're abandoning me. They're like all this sort of stuff and blah 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 blah. And having that kind of emotional stress on a child, especially a baby at that age, like it's incredibly bad for their development and their health and like their well-being and stuff like that. So that's why these communities don't do that, fam. That's why for 2 years the mother will carry the baby around, and when she can't, the community will do it. And like during that period of when the kid's growing up, it's not just the mother and father that will be looking after the baby as well, because bruv, like we're adults, we've got things to do. Like we need to be like, I don't know, like up and down, sorting out our issues and like running errands and shit like that, right? Organizing things. So they put a massive heavy reliance on the community to help them too. So like they have people in the community that they know and that they trust, that they can be like, right, can you look after my kid for me whilst I go do X, Y, Z? And they know that in this person's presence, this person's also going to provide the needs of my kid, fam. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's willing to do that. Everyone's happy to do that because they get that in return too.
Yeah.
So there's like a massive importance around like these lot making sure that everything is completely stress-free and like the child can develop properly in these environments, and you know they don't grow up with all these problems and all these issues and all this sort of stuff, innit? And for the most part, like these people grew up incredibly healthy. Their kids were very like healthy. There was minimal diseases. There was like barely anything wrong with the community. It was thriving. It was thriving so well. But then what happened was that once the colonizers came over to America, and they started killing them off and like basically like not allowing them to carry on doing these traditions and living life how they traditionally lived it, but imposing new rules on them that segregated them from their children. When a baby would cry at night, they would tell their parents to like let him cry in his room alone so he can learn that like, I don't know, it's nighttime and the parents have got to sleep, or let them learn.
Yeah, it's a very
let them learn that crying at nighttime is not going to get them nowhere. They just have to go to sleep type thing. Yeah, like that detaches you from your child. The child takes that in the bad way. And then what happened was the Native Americans that got killed, that got tortured, that got slaughtered, that had to change their ways and all that sort of stuff. What happened? Their communities started dying out. People became like very unhealthy. People turned to drugs. People turned to all this sort of stuff because they were so traumatized. And now those communities are completely ruined. It's crazy. So the difference in two when it comes to having a child is immense. And now, again, to the thing that we was talking about people nowadays having kids in environments where like they're doing it because they think it's the next step forward or whatever it might be.
Do you know how many people, sorry to interject, do you know how many people I've spoken to that don't have kids that are literally like, I could never bring a kid in this world right now, like the way it's just going?
That's me right now, fam. I don't
think I could
ever
I couldn't. I mean, if it happens, you know, it happens, like, you know, whatever, but it's just, it's
hey, big man.
He's playing with the toy. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's madness.
It's crazy.
I don't think I could raise a child like right now because
not right now.
I don't have that community around me.
I am jobless. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have people that I know and I trust that are like literally like around me all the time. Like, I don't get it wrong. I have people I know, I have people I trust, but they live far. Like they don't live like in my immediate community. It's not the same, fam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want my kid to grow up in a place where like he has all these things around. I don't even know the shopkeeper's name. I don't even know a single one of my neighbours' names on our floor. I don't know a single one of them. I don't know anybody in this building by name besides you and the cat.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
To be fair, this is why, like, sorry to end up saying this, but this is why, like, I think with me and my ex, like, we wanted to move back to her, to the Midlands.
You don't have to apologise for that.
I don't care.
Right.
But anyway, just let me apologise. But like we wanted to move back because you know, she's got all her family there, and so, you know, and they've got like a really nice thing of like open door policy where it's like you just go in, but obviously we're not together anymore, so
Yeah.
but like, you know, it was nice to hear that that's what she's like, and that's what she kind of stood by, and she's got a really big family, so it kind of makes sense. But I would actually probably struggle because my family's here in London.
Yeah.
So, you know, and my mum doesn't drive, so that, yeah, I would have struggled. But like, I definitely do want to, I'll still keep this flat, but I'll definitely want to live outside of London.
Facts, man. If I could live in a place where I have a community like that.
Yeah, or just like, but one that's like, because unfortunately, like with the Midlands, yeah, okay, there's like a few
obviously
black
not. Obviously not. It
communities
doesn't
and
have to be.
stuff. No,
like,
wait, like, let me land.
Oh, sorry.
Like, obviously, there's a few like black communities out there, but it's so small. Like, I couldn't really deal with like just the, I'm not being racist, but I just couldn't really deal with like a full-on white culture.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
I hear it.
I couldn't.
Racist,
I'm not.
Preference.
Yeah, it's preference, but it's also like I'm mixed race. I want my child to be exposed to all different cultures and to understand them as well. And you know, it's.
I hear it. I mean, it's like this. It's like, look, like even though my parents are Colombian, if I didn't care about like my Colombian heritage and like the things that being Colombian has exposed me to, then I would be happy to move to the Midlands with a white community, like white culture, just like how them man go about their life and all that sort of stuff. And like, I would feel okay like raising a child in that environment, because for me it's kind of like, well, this is kind of like all I know right now. This is what I can offer you, because I can't offer you anything else. But yeah, I'm not like that. So I hear your argument.
Yeah.
I want my kids to know about their Colombian background. I want my kids to know about like all the different types of things that there are in this world, different types of food, people, like, I don't know, art, clothing, like taste, smells, I don't know, things to see, and like religions and all that sort of stuff, because I don't know, that's just how I am. That's the community that I was brought up in. Around me, that's like what I'm exposed to, what I know. That's what forms part of me too. That's what forms part of like my intellect, my wisdom, like it makes me me. So how could I not want that for my children too? So I'm with you on that, but still I can't lie.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, even if you was to go to the Midlands and say you just didn't know much about your culture, at one point there'll be a point in your life, because I've been at that point for ages now, and that's why I want to go to Colombia and actually understand it. But like my culture, but there'll be a point where you get fed up. Let's say of your current environment, because you want to know more about your culture.
That's why change is so important, though, isn't it? Like, that's why they say that comfort kills a man. Like, being in the same place for your whole life, like what?
And also, I want to have like, what? Being naughty. Yeah, I want a summer house somewhere.
So, no, a winter house, or technically, like to leave London in the winter, go there, it'd be hot.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I want that. I want that so badly. I want to have like a house in fucking Spain or something, or somewhere hot.
Yeah. Facts.
Where like I know I can go there and just relax and work from there.
Yeah. Just chill work.
Yeah. And that's why like companies now, they just you just need to stop with your office work. So like what the hell?
Yeah, but think about how much money they've paid to like have an office. Especially big companies especially big companies that build their own buildings as well.
Yeah, but like
how mad is that? I think about that, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, but like you can stop now. Sell it. You'll get more money.
Yeah, but the money's already been made. Yeah, sell it to who if no one's gonna buy it no more?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the issue, so they need to make money out.
Everything's gonna go online, watch.
I don't think it will. We still live in a physical world. Things still need to be in physical presence. There's certain things that just
I think a lot of things will go online.
Maybe like the process of getting rid of shops, but you still need warehouses.
That's it.
You still need do you know what I mean? You still need physical storage places for these things to like live until you order them.
Yeah.
But there's still quite a lot of things that could never just go online. Massages, haircuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There'll be Mobile.
You reckon?
But then again, like those kind of no, I feel like those kind of places where it's like more customer facing things will be present. But things that don't really have to be present, it's just because you're in a building seeing your colleagues every day. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you on that one. I just don't
like I think we'll definitely have like still like coffee shops and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like barbers and stuff like that, because it's customer faced. Like you have to be there. But like offices,
You technically bro.
but in a nutshell, life is fucking shit at the moment, but it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Like I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy, but I'm
Sure.
stressed.
You know
I'm
what,
stressed
like,
happy.
Do you know what's so crazy is that I don't think
I'm stappy.
I've ever had like an extended period of my life or time in my life where I haven't felt that way. Now that I look at it,
What?
stress is always going to be present.
Yeah. Stress is a very good motivator for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You'll naturally just be stressed. I think, you know, the hormone itself, cortisol, is, you know, it's gonna always be there. Yeah, it's infinite. But when you're like really, really stressed, like that needs to, you can't be really stressed. You can get stressed by stubbing your toe.
Yeah.
That immediately.
I was just thinking now that like
Is it cortisol?
I think it is cortisol, that's stress.
Yeah, it is.
I was just thinking now as well that
I'm losing my brain cells, and this is why I've stopped.
yeah, but I was thinking now, yeah, that like one of the big reasons why I have felt anxious in my life at times, or I have like maybe struggled to be so present in my life at times,
Yeah.
is because I've never realized that like how I feel now, like today for example, like pretty chill, obviously stressed out with some aspects of life, but then I look at others, I'm quite happy with it. I look at some, might be quite like mad and upset at myself for doing certain things, but then I might look at others and be happy that I've done those things too. And like all that imbalance of emotion, how I feel now, just like in the middle of it all, is how I'm always gonna feel. Whereas when I was like quite anxious and when I was quite like just not present, mind and that sort of stuff, yeah, it was because I always thought that like how I felt now wasn't enough. I should, for some reason, be feeling a lot happier. I should be feeling a lot more like just pleased, like I don't know, like happy to be alive type thing. But I didn't realize that like this is just genuinely how it's gonna be like for the rest of my life. The only thing that changes is not me, but my environment, the things that are around me.
Yeah, that's it. And the environment is a massive key
Yeah,
to a lot of things.
so like even regardless if, let's say now I'm struggling.
That's why I'm so happy that I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah, like even let's say that for example, yeah. Let's say for example, like even though right now, like I'm like not in a relationship that's stressful and like that's, I don't know, toxic or whatever it is. Now that I'm out of it, like fair enough, that might be gone, but there's still something else that's like stressing me in my life and that I still share a toxic relationship with too. It's not just another person.
Yeah, but it's one less.
But I don't think you ever get to zero.
You'll never get to zero.
That's my
Again,
point.
You'll stub your toe and then you'll get stressed.
That's my point.
You'll have something happen to you, like I don't know about you, but like when they want to have like probation meetings and stuff, you'll naturally get just a little bit stressed.
Yeah.
Or redundancy meetings, or like, you know, they're having to close things down, like certain things like that. Like environmental factors will stress you out. But
it's accepting that that's always going to be there.
Yeah, but I feel like as long as you can go home to a home that like you feel is a happy and sacred place, your happy place, if you can go to your happy place, the stress should go.
For sure, bro.
And that's the thing, like...
Yeah, home is a sanctuary. Yeah.
Home is a sanctuary, and that's why I've really proud myself to make my home, our home, like, as peaceful as possible.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, I'm coming home to stress, and I used to come home to stress.
Yeah, that's long.
And it's because it's like...
Same though, but that's a goal.
But she could also say that, so it's fine.
Yeah, same. My ex-partner could
My
also say that
ex-partner
too,
could
so
say
whatever,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But
because I always nagged and like stuff like that.
yeah, no, I can't lie. I do want to take this time out though to say that like what you're saying is so true. Like I've lived with you for 6 months now, maybe a little bit less, just under 6 months.
Yeah.
It's gone quite quick, innit?
There.
It's gone quite quick.
Fucking hell.
And like genuinely, bro, I enjoy it and I look forward to you coming home, fam. I think I've told you this before, but like, genuinely, fam, there's days where like I'm out and about and I just can't wait to be back inside, chilling, cozy, like relaxing. I can finally just like leave all the stuff at the door type thing, because in here there's zero stress, fam.
Yeah. And we don't judge here. We're very open.
I've had a sick relationship with you, bro.
Yeah.
And I think I really value that still, and I've learned to like really appreciate that, bro.
Same. Even if I do nag sometimes.
Yeah, but that's just like...
I sound condescending.
You know... Bro, I was zoned out in the lift. When you was just going through that, I was just... I was zoned out, fam.
It was, what did I say?
I had to tell you, though.
No, I'm happy that you did, because...
It was about the bags, yeah? I was like, why are we taking so many bags? We used to take that many bags. Like, it's whatever. And he was like, do you want me to explain it to you? Let me explain it to you. Well, you're going to buy your milk. I'm going to buy my this. I was just like, yeah, I can't lie, Jas, I'm not in this conversation with you right now still.
And you know what? I'm glad that you said it, because I realised that I was being a dick.
Nah, man, it's cool, man.
It's not. You can't reward behaviour.
I'm not rewarding that. I'm just saying that, like, I can't really tell you off. Like, I've done that myself too. And I get it. You probably thought that we actually needed all those things when you thought about it yourself. It just made sense to you. So why would you not argue your point? But next time.
For next time, listen, yeah? No, but to be fair, if we didn't have the backpack,
we would have just been carrying 2 big bags.
loads of and the backpack actually helped.
There you go, bro.
Anyway, let's round it off. I guess to go.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. Right.
I actually have to go.
Well, I'll do this little segment bit for you then. But basically,
yeah.
Like what I thought would be a sick idea. And now that this is on film, this is... we got to do it. We got to be consistent with it. Like, we got to run with it now. We got to like make it like an actual thing, innit? So...
I feel like we did say that in the last one.
Yeah, we did, but this time I want to hold you accountable still.
Yeah, please do.
Because I want to officially give you a segment of the podcast every week, fam. You can call it the flatmate check-in. Or like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And it doesn't have to be with me. You can also do it with your friends, with your peers, with whoever you want to do it with, like whatever it is. But once a week, Jasmine's episode, innit?
The check-ins.
Just the weekly check-ins, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So officially giving you a chunk of me, fam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think it's good. I'm really bad at articulating myself, I can't lie.
No, you learn. I'm terrible too, but
I think
you get
really
used
good.
to it. Yeah, you get used to it. You learn. The more you practice, like the better you get. So
yeah,
I'll be there to like help you practice too, and just I don't know, like find your 2 feet on the podcast, isn't it?
for sure. I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
I think it'll be good.
so yeah, we'll leave it there. So this is officially yours, man. So hold that one daily. Yeah, man. Hold that one daily. Hold that one nicely. I'm gonna make a so. If you already know this, but just for the podcast's sake, like I'm working on expanding the podcast a bit, like organizing it now, making it more complete in a way, innit? So like it's an actual thing.
Yes.
And part of that is color coding all the different genres that I run through in the podcast. So obviously there's, just to name a few, like love and relationships, politics, life, religion and philosophy, sports, creative arts, like, you know what I'm saying? And they all have their own individual colours in it. So I reckon I can do a Jasmine section and give that one an individual colour. And then every time, no, purple and pink is taken for love and relationships. Yeah. Or every time you make a podcast, like the thumbnail and like the background colours of that podcast for like the pictures and stuff will be like different tones of that colour. Blue's taken. We'll go over it like later on and I'll show you what colours have been taken and you can take your own colour from there. Yeah. But I can't lie, I think a lot of ground has been covered with the colours. Because there's like 7 different genres.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. But you know what, like, you still have...
What other bloody colours are out there in the world? I mean, there's loads, but...
Yeah.
It's called shade.
But yeah, we'll do that, innit? So that'll be sick, fam. You can have your own
little thing. Yeah, thank you. No, that'll be good, because I wanted to do a podcast for ages.
Yeah, man.
But... again, what we spoke about, it's the overthinking, the perfection, and also just a tad bit of laziness too.
But here you don't have to be perfect. You can use this as like practice, and then when you feel like you're ready to do your thing, you can do your thing. So don't be afraid to like make mistakes in this one. This is my one.
Yeah.
I don't mind mistakes. I don't mind like I don't mind little fuck ups. So like use this for that.
Yeah.
Use it like not recklessly, but like just use it like, you know what I mean?
This is your space.
Use it freely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this isn't at the end of the day like your own personal one, so you can afford to like make a few mistakes here and there and experiment or like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll leave it there, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks for
you.
The brunch, innit?
The what?
The brunch.
The brunch.
So that was like a late breakfast lunch.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry again already.
I'm very hungry. I need to leave.
Huh?
I'm really hungry, but I know I need to leave. It's Hoover.
Thanks, man. Ooh, appreciate it.
This is how life is right now.
Shout out to sponsor.
No, sure.